Hi, my name is Han and I'll be talking about Mirror Agnosia, also known as the Looking Glass Syndrome, at the end of Chapter 6 of Phantoms in the Brain. The Looking Glass Syndrome was discovered by Ramachandran when he was doing a mirror research on neglect syndrome. This research was focused on patients who had their right hemisphere parietal lobe damaged by stroke, causing these patients to have neglect syndrome, in which patients neglect or ignore everything on the left side of the world even though their left vision wasn't impaired. Why the research was done. Ramachandran's mirror research was an outgrowth of his research on neglect syndrome. Ramachandran wanted to know when the patients with neglect syndrome saw a reflection of an object in a mirror on their right side, would they ignore the object or would the mirror correct their neglect? How the research was done. A 2-foot by 1-foot wooden frame was used, and before the experiment started, the researchers were made sure that the patients knew there was a mirror held in front of them. Researchers would hold an object like a pen or a piece of candy on the patient's left side, and which is their neglected side, and the objects the researchers was holding was also within reach of the patient and within the neglected visual field. And the patient can also see the object in the reflection of the mirror on their right side. And the results were when the patients were asked to grab the object, the patients would reach right into the mirror without hesitating. Some of the patients' response were, "The objects are not within my reach, it's behind the mirror, or it's in the mirror." Some of the explanation that Ramachandran came up with is that 1. It may be a specific consequence of neglect. Since neglect patients ignored the left side of their world, the reflection of the object is on their left side, which it didn't exist. Therefore, it must be in the mirror. It's also possible that the syndrome is not a consequence of neglect. It may be caused by the damaged parietal lobe, defecting the brain on processing visual information. That's it. Thank you.